All right, and another reaction, this one on Facebook from Nasir. Come to Pakistan, we welcome you.
No, I think what has changed is the Australian policy of pushing back the boats. The fact that a rich white country has shown that it can, it cannot obey international law, that cannot respect its commitments. At least it's debatable under the United Nations Convention. And by focusing on the traffickers rather than on the factors that are pushing these people to leave, this has changed the situation throughout Southeast Asia itself. Because basically, what the Thais and the Indonesians and the Malaysians are saying, well, look, if the Australians can do it, why the hell can't we? They're a hell of a lot richer than we are. We can't afford to take these people in. And what makes the situation even worse is the Australian Prime Minister, Tony Abbott, presents the Australian policy as a model to be followed in Southeast Asia and a model to be followed in Europe in relation to the migrants in the Mediterranean.
Sarnata, Reynolds, how did you feel when you saw the Australian Foreign Minister come here to Europe to tout the Australian model when it comes to pushing back migrants?
I mean, it's so devoid from the voluntary obligations that states entered into after World War II, realizing the extent of displacement, the extent of culpability, the collective guilt of having pushed away so many refugees who needed protection. It's so far removed from where this world was really after World War II. And it's incredibly upsetting. And the arrogance around that policy, the idea that pushing people back into the water where they will die when there are obligations to them and the government knows it, is a terrible, terrible precedent.